All week, tensions have been building between Russia and Ukraine. Now, the Russian Prime Minister, Dmitry Medvedev, has threatened to break diplomatic ties with Kiev over reported security incidents. The situation wasn't helped by the Russian military announcing it's delivered new air defense missiles to Crimea. Russia says the delivery of the S-400 Triumph missile system had already been agreed last month. It has accused Ukraine of trying to send saboteurs into Crimea and reported the deaths of a soldier and a secret police officer in an operation to foil the alleged plot. Ukraine denies the allegations and has placed its border troops on high alert. Irina Taranyuk from the BBC's Ukrainian service joined me here in the studio a short time ago to discuss this latest development.
Controversy broke out when the plans were announced last month, but in the light of the latest confrontation and ratcheting up of tension, escalation of tension between Ukraine and Russia over alleged incursion of Ukrainian intelligence officers into Crimea, of course, makes it a very ominous time for this deployment. Ukraine will be worried that the range of these S-400 missile systems is considerably larger than anything seen in Crimea before, and also because Crimea is a peninsula in the Black Sea, the range of S-400 missiles will be covering pretty much the whole of the Black Sea, and that includes the coastal areas of Turkey and other countries that are NATO members.
I suppose it's worth mentioning that with the annexation of Crimea, Russia now has an interest in that area and hanging on to and protecting what it annexed.
Exactly, Ben. Russia has been digging in Crimea, militarizing it, and that has been Ukraine's allegation all along, that Russia is turning Crimean Peninsula, which it illegally annexed, according to Kiev and pretty much every other United Nations member, United States, EU, and according to Ukraine and its allies in the West, Russia is militarizing Crimea and making it next to impossible reoccupation of Crimea by Kiev. That's what the worry is in Ukraine.
The situation in Ukraine has not been in the news as prominently as it is today for quite some time. Where are we up to in terms of the situation with the breakaway regions and the conflict there?
Ben, just because the situation wasn't in the major international headlines doesn't mean that in Ukraine there wasn't a daily stream of news about escalation in the east. July turned out to be one of the deadliest months over the last year since Minsk peace agreement was signed in February. And one of the dangers for the future with regards of the current escalation is the statement by President Putin that he withdraws unilaterally from the so-called Normand format of peaceful negotiations, which means that any platform for negotiating some kind of a settlement in the eastern Ukraine will thus lose its validity, will stop being efficient or effective.
That was Irina Taranyuk from the BBC Ukrainian service speaking to me a short time ago.